kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
To the air, it's Fitzgerald. Pocket breaking down.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but, David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys.
Turning on the Jets. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Dropping back, it's Fitzgerald. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose on the right. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the ground with the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Fitzgerald. Working that wide receiver screen. There he goes. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeps it on the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Brings up second and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to fire. They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey.
The return is brought down at the 12, and the offense will take over 1st and 10.
Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Wants to go up top. On target. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
He's brought down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Complete downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Doug.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll put in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield, it's Fitzgerald. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Holds and fires complete to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quick completion on the out route. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's Galloway. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, there's the ball. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense fails.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Final minute now of the third quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for room, it's Galloway. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. It's on target and complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
325.
Back to pass, it's Fitzgerald. Gets it out fast. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. He'll do it himself on the draw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. All tied up, under a minute to play. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. It's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season. We'll
get it started here in overtime. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabs it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Fitzgerald. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for it.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.